Labas rytas, good morning from Vilnius, Lithuania, a former Baltic state. I'm here today on a hunt for a Soviet monument which I've been reading about, and I'm hoping it still exists. When I say that, this summer, the Baltic states, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, have said in the news that they're going to be removing any Soviet monuments that still exist by the end of this summer. But for me, my challenge is today is to try and find that one. If it's still here, I'll be really happy, and that will be our challenge complete. But in the meantime, I want to show a bit of Vilnius on the way there. And behind me, you've got the famous 14th century castle, which is the city's icon. Join me, let's do this. For the last 10 years I was living in Russia, and one of my colleagues asked me every city I go to take a picture selfie with Lenin. I'll do the same today, but in 1991 Lenin was taken down, obviously because of the collapse of the Soviet Union, and in this square it's been replaced now by a city flag. So you can see this was exactly where Lenin was standing with his arm, the usual pose, over there towards the communist revolution. And opposite, we've got two Soviet buildings, one here and one there, and Lenin would be looking straight down between the two. And as with any Soviet building, you always get that Soviet pattern. Let me just get a bit closer to this one. The other one looks a bit dull, but this one has the proper Soviet feeling to it. So you can see up here you've got the usual patterns, the column, and you see these in any former Soviet city. You always see that kind of building. Also, I just want to mention this street also used to be named, well, it was named 5 different times. Stalin Street, Lenin Street obviously, and today it's Gedimino Street. Well, Gatve, as they say in Lithuanian. So I'm now at the beginning of Gedimino Street, which goes all the way down to the end where the cathedral is, which we started today off. And just behind me here, we've got an administrative building which was built in 1982 during the Soviet times. And next door to that building is now, or was, still is, not sure, it's just a National Library, and this area is called Independence Square. Best way to get around on a scooter in any city in the former Baltics. So I'm finally here, and the 6 soldiers, Soviet soldiers at the end of this alley are still here intact. These are what the Lithuanian government are trying to remove by the end of this summer, which I think is a bit depressing in a way, only because Soviet Union, there's a big history for this country obviously, and this is in a cemetery which is full of those soldiers who battled for the Soviet Union, and they took their lives fighting for what they believed in. You can see over here, all in Russian. So we've got at the top, Ko Nonokov, we've got here Kalybshev, all in Russian here, and where they were working. So sergeant, lieutenants. Here, Večno Живы means eternal life. And then in top Latvian, and then Russian again. And that eternal life fits in here because you always have in a Soviet cemetery or remembrance area an eternal flame, which is this here in the middle of the 6 soldiers. So what I love about Vilnius is you've got this contrast. Over here we've got the castle with the beautiful view of the city, which we saw earlier, with the Lithuanian flag, the main icon of Vilnius. And now behind me, the sports palace from the Soviet Union times, Dvorets Sporta, which is now overrun, graffiti, it's empty, abandoned, security cameras around there. I'm gonna have a little look if I can get closer, but by the looks of things, it's completely blocked off and just there, abandoned. Done. Finally, I achieved my ambition today. I found the Soviet monuments that I needed. I'm now going to celebrate drinking this Švyturis, which is the Lithuanian national beer. Ir Sveikata. Skanaus, tasty. This is really good. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe below, like, dislike, and I'll see you all soon.